I'm super excited today. We have Rick Davidson, and Rick is the CEO of Century 21. It's one of the biggest residential sales organizations in the world, and I couldn't be more excited to have Rick on the call with us today. Rick, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing terrific, Bob. How about you?
I'm good. I'm on the road. I'm down here in Texas speaking. I know there's some Century 21 agents in the audience that I'll be speaking to a little bit later this afternoon. Where are you guys located, or where do you do business at?
Our headquarters is located in Madison, New Jersey, which is if you're standing center city Manhattan looking due west, it's about 30 miles.
Okay. And is that the home office for Century 21, or is that Realogy? Are you guys all in there? How does that?
Yeah, it's Realogy. This is the Realogy headquarters. All of the various brands that are part of the Realogy organization are located in the same headquarters building. As you can imagine, we're highly competitive, and while I may see my colleagues, the CEOs of the other Realogy brands in the hallways, we never walk into each other's floors because it's really sacred ground. We truly are competitors in the market, and we're competitors here in the building. Although, when the opportunity presents itself for us to leverage our combined market knowledge and be able to deliver, information at a level that may not be accessible by others, we certainly will do that in order to take great information out to our affiliates and our agents.
Good deal. All right, so let's jump in here, and we'll just have a little bit of a discussion here, and I know you'll give us some great answers. So the first thing I want to do, because we kind of marketed this as a way that agents can get a chance to listen to somebody that's been in the industry for a long time, that's risen to a position of some pretty substantial influence. And so I guess my first question would be that you've no doubt over the course of your career been around some real powerhouse agents, right? And inside of Century 21, you guys have some agents that have been, are and have been ultra successful. Can you give me one quality or maybe a couple of qualities that you see in superstar agents that you think is something that can be learned? Like, for instance, like an organization skills, like a lot of people are just not organized, but maybe that's something that could be learned. But what do you see in superstar agents that you think is a skill that an agent looking to become a big-time agent could learn?
Stick-to-itiveness.
Okay.
That's a term that immediately comes to mind because this is a business about the fundamentals, and it's like many sales positions, selling real estate is all about filling the sales funnel. You got to have good fundamentals in order to understand how to fill a sales funnel, but you got to have stick-to-itiveness in terms of if you're just starting out in the business, to give yourself an opportunity, one, to begin to fill the sales funnel, and two, to begin to learn by accessing as many mentors and others that you can in order to gain knowledge about the real estate transaction process. So I think it's really important to have a competitive drive and a spirit, and understand that the impact as an agent that you can have on a consumer's life can be significant, because oftentimes you're talking about working with them on potentially the largest financial transaction that they will make in a lifetime. But I've seen a lot of agents who try to get into the business and have a tough time ramping up, and then decide to bail out on the business when they were truly on the cusp of success. So I think giving yourself an opportunity to really understand what the business is all about, and then having the stick-to-itiveness in order to continue to drive opportunity.
You mentioned something in your answer there that, I don't know, maybe it's just my perspective of what I've seen in the industry. You mentioned mentorship, and I mean, maybe you disagree, but I don't know that we do enough of this in the industry, right? Somebody gets licensed, they get in there, they find a broker, and they're kind of, not every broker's like this, but they're kind of out there, right? They're on their own. They got to figure these things out. They got to learn. How would you suggest, if an agent's looking for a mentor, what would they do? They just find somebody successful in their office and say, hey, do you mind if I tag along with you? What would you suggest to an agent who's looking for a mentor? What does that process look like?
You know, it's a great question, and I think that it really starts today by who it is that you're looking to associate with. So if I'm an agent and I'm out in the market, let's say that I don't know anything about the business, you know, I'm going to find a broker in my marketplace that I know is going to be willing to support my growth. You know, who's going to have the right technology platform, the right brand, the right recognition, the right reputation in the market in order to support my long-term success. Once I get that opportunity and I find that I'm in an organization or in an environment in that local office that I think is conducive to being successful as a real estate agent, one thing that I recommend highly, and I have this opportunity, as you would imagine, pretty often to talk to brand new agents just coming into the business. And one of the things that that I share with them is the best dollars that you will ever spend are the dollars when you get an opportunity for a listing assignment that go to an agent in your office that, you know, emulates those things that you would like to have in your own career, and ask that agent if they would consider sharing in a transaction with you, and that, you know, you'll split the commission with them 50-50. You've already got the listing appointment. It's a great opportunity, et cetera, et cetera. You can sell it however it is. Mm-hmm. Get that agent to come on that listing assignment with you and literally be a sponge. Watch what they do, and maybe you pay them even more than 50% of the transaction, because what you're doing is paying for their expertise. So watch what they do in the listing appointment. If you're lucky enough to win the business, then shadow them throughout the entire transaction process. And you may have to do that a couple of times. And once you have, you know, learned about you know, the nuances of a transaction process, then you can, you know, kind of pick and choose with certain aspects of the business with others in your office that you may want to, you know, establish a mentoring relationship. But going back to your original question, yeah, I'm not sure that we do enough in the industry with mentoring. I think mentoring is critical in our business. I grew up in the commercial real estate business, and we used to have what we called runners. And, you know, runners were members of a team, basically, that would, you know, handle a number of different aspects of the business, but they were also there to learn the higher aspects of the business.
The commercial side of things is a lot more structured in that format, right? Where you're not just going to come in and be a commercial agent on day one, because there's just too much out there to learn, right? So, I mean, the commercial's done a pretty good job with that, as opposed to what we see in residential, I think. No?
Yeah, I think that that's true. I mean, you know, a lot of people coming into the commercial real estate business are coming out of business school, you know, with degrees specifically in commercial real estate or in MBA, and looking to get into, you know, the commercial real estate investment world, if you will, and many of them fall into the commercial real estate brokerage business. But, you know, it's a highly complex business that you truly have to connect with another professional and learn the various aspects of what's necessary to get in front of an investor.